Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we have some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, playing a bit of Team Deathmatch here on the map Detroit. Running around with the BAL-27 assault rifle, and that's actually going to be a topic of today's video, is the BAL-27, the nerf that has already happened to it, and the nerf that's going to be happening to it in the very near future. So recently, I've started getting some tweets sent my way from people saying the BAL-27 has been nerfed on last-gen consoles. It's a lot harder to use now. Now, initially, I just kind of wrote that one off. I didn't really think much of it, because it was like one or two people that were messaging me that, and I'm like, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. The way they described it was basically that of, I didn't do very good that last game, they must have nerfed the gun. You know, that kind of thing, right? So I didn't really think too much of it. But then more and more and more tweets started coming my way from people saying the exact same thing. I was like, well, maybe there is some merit to this. Maybe there is. So I decided to do some research on it. I decided to look up some stuff on it because there's nothing said by Activision. There's nothing said by Sledgehammer, Michael Condrey, Glenn Schofield. Nothing was said by any of them about the update to the BAL-27. So I'm like, whatever. I'll do some research, some YouTube videos on it, right? Apparently, it's only on the Xbox 360. It's only on the PlayStation 3, and I don't use a last-gen system to play Advanced Warfare. I use the Xbox One. So I looked up these videos, and it's true. The gun itself actually has a ton of recoil on last-gen consoles. Now, like, when I say a ton, I mean a freaking, like, a massive amount of recoil. Like, this thing kicks straight up in the air. Like F2000 from Modern Warfare 2 times 2. Like, it's horrible. Like, tons of recoil, which I thought was pretty cool. And so I looked this up. I'm like, why is it that this is only happening on last-gen systems? And it's because there was kind of like a stealth update when they went through and they updated the camos challenges for, like, last-gen consoles for the 360 and for the PlayStation 3. They also added in this nerf to the BAL-27. They also added a buff to the EM1, which is a laser heavy weapon, if you're unaware of what that gun is. And apparently now, since the buff, the EM1 is, like, ridiculously overpowered. Some people are talking about that in their videos, and they're showing gameplay of it. It looks very powerful. It looks very fun, to be perfectly honest. But still, they're saying that that gun is ridiculously overpowered now, and the BAL has actually been nerfed quite a bit. And it's actually helping out the game, because not as many people are running around with the BAL every single match. You know, they're actually trying out different stuff, which is pretty cool. But I gotta come out and say, it's like, why is it that this actually happened only on last-gen systems? Why can't all updates just be the same? Trust me, here on next-gen, we want the BAL-27 nerfed just as much as you guys do. You know, we really want that gun just to be nerfed so there's more weapon variety, you know, so more people are running out with more different stuff. It could be a lot more fun. And I tweeted this actually out to Sledgehammer Games and to Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield. And Michael Condrey actually replied to me. He says, so would we, but in practical, given all the work happening on both gens as well as the different first-party approval processes. And to me, like, I feel for him, because at the end of the day, like, we can try and make out Sledgehammer to be as evil as they, you know, as we think they are. We can try and, like, oh, so Infinity Ward's evil, they don't try to make good games. At the end of the day, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, all of them, they're just human beings just like us that are trying to make a good product, but right now they're having a lot of difficulty with it. And while I sympathize with the fact that they're having trouble getting these to work on both generations of consoles, I understand that. But what really bothers me is Call of Duty Ghosts did the exact same thing, and they did it flawlessly just last year. You know, everything that they're trying to do with Advanced Warfare on next-gen consoles and last-gen consoles, Call of Duty Ghosts did the exact same thing. You know, that game was out on the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, the Xbox 360, the PlayStation 3. It was even out on the Wii U, even though they decided not really to support that game partway through or actually early on in the game's life cycle, they stopped supporting that game. And it was also out for the PC. So every single platform that Advanced Warfare is out on, Call of Duty Ghosts was out on the exact same thing. And the updates of that game were flawless. They all came out at the exact same time. They all did what they were designed to do. You know, it all ended up working out pretty well. They are having a lot of trouble over there at Sledgehammer. I feel for them. I really do. It's their first time kind of being thrown to the wolves, having a solo development of a Call of Duty game. And right out of the gate, they are having some difficulties. But what we can take away from this is once this all kind of gets sorted out, hopefully in the future, all updates will come out to all platforms at the exact same time on the exact same day. That would be pretty nice. But what we can take away from this is, as of right now, the BAL-27 has been nerfed on the Xbox 360 and on the PlayStation 3, and it's going to be nerfed, one would assume, on the rest of the platforms, on the PC, on the Xbox One, and on the PlayStation 4. So eventually, BAL-27 is going to have a bunch of recoil, which means a lot more people are going to start using different guns, which that has been met with some criticism. Some people saying, what's the point of nerfing the BAL? Now everyone's just going to use the AK-12, and then they're going to nerf the AK-12, and then everyone's going to go to, I don't know, the IMR or something like that, you know? And eventually, it's just going to make all these articles are awful. I don't think that's going to be the case. I do think, some people have had the criticism that, you know, there's no point nerfing this. Now everyone's just going to move to a different gun. But at the same time, we really need them to nerf the BAL-27. It was ridiculously powerful. It was ridiculously overused. And it really made it so submachine guns were not very viable in a lot of situations. So if a lot less people are using the BAL-27, just by proxy of that, more people are going to start using submachine guns, because submachine guns are going to be able to win more gunfights against stuff like the AK-12 and stuff like the IMR as compared to going up against the BAL-27. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys all found it helpful and informative, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating where you guys feel the video deserves, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about the idea of a BAL-27 nerf. I've seen some people actually like the idea. There's actually, believe it or not, a bunch of people that thought it was kind of silly to kind of nerf a gun like that, and it was kind of silly to buff up something like the EM1. So let me know your opinions on that. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating. Hope you guys all have a wonderful day.